Hard to believe I'm here.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Well, you've been a frequent guest these last few days,
Yeah.
Alex. How do you feel? Don't tell me you feel bad for your opponents.
I feel really good because, I've had a long chess career.
Sure.
I'm 57 years old. Most of my life I've not played professionally.
Right.
And I always thought about when
If
I
I
was
had
when I was
dedicated
24 years
myself,
old,
right.
I became a grandmaster.
Right.
About average, like the average age. Like
Right.
some of these guys
At that
became,
time,
at
yeah.
That, now it's like
Now,
16. Now if you become a
easily.
GM at 24, you're hopeless, right?
Right.
I was it's amazing, I won the U.S. Senior. I've never won the U.S. Junior. I'm the only player in this tournament, I think, was played in the U.S. Junior.
Who didn't
and
win?
never won it. It took second place twice.
Oh, my.
It was close, right? And, but then I went to work on Wall Street,
Sure.
And as luck would have it, like the last couple of years after COVID, we moved to Tennessee. And then I continued to work remotely from Tennessee.
Right.
Right. And then they started changing rules and you couldn't work remotely anymore. So I had
Early
to leave.
retirement.
I had to leave. I'm not retired, but I may come back. Probably
Okay.
will come back at some point to finance. But
Right.
I had to, I couldn't work that job anymore.
Right.
And I kind of decided, I haven't really focused on chess
Given
professionally.
myself a chance.
This might be my last time.
Right.
And I spent, the last few months, I always worked in chess, just
Okay.
to be clear.
Right.
Even when I worked in chess very hard. And I have my own training programs, which I can share if you want.
Right.
But I thought, if I really focus, sometimes results don't happen immediately, but I knew that this tournament was coming because I had already qualified for this tournament.
Right.
And I really thought that I could win it. I felt like I was better than these guys because, I played in these opens.
Mm-hmm.
And in these opens, I played better than these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt that, one game a day, I just, I work very hard in chess. I may not be as talented as some of these guys, but I have other compensating factors, I thought.
Qualities, yeah.
And I thought I'd have a chance. The only problem was, of course, with Vladimir Akopian.
Yeah.
He is extremely good, right?
Yes.
So he's basically like a level above all of us.
Right.
So the fear was that he would just come in and wipe everybody out.
Right.
In a tournament where he doesn't
no
come in and wipe,
prism.
if he's in good form, we don't have a chance against him. He's just
congratulations.
he's just
Yeah.
very good, right?
Right.
But if he comes in and he's not in perfect form and he's kind of like making draws, then
There's a window.
I felt I had a chance. So
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing that I won, but I think that, at some point, at some level, it feels good that the work was rewarded.
First of all, you're absolutely right. Hard work should
Yeah.
be rewarded. And oftentimes you don't get rewarded for all your hard
Yeah.
work. But you did win on demand against Joel
Yeah.
Benjamin, and that was a very big ask.
Yeah,
and
which
you
almost messed up
delivered.
at the end, but
Yeah,
still.
but you delivered.
Yeah.
That was.
I beat people. I actually I didn't share with this with a lot of people. I did a little bit of quick math before the tournament. What was my score against these guys?
Going in some horribly minus score.
In the back. And it's hard, some of these games were before I became grandmaster.
Of course.
But I counted, and it was like I won 6 games or something, and I lost 30. Okay, so including all the losses to Shabalov, lost a lot of games to Joel.
Right.
This is the first time I've ever beaten Gregory. I've lost 4 games maybe to him.
Right. And Shabalov
It's
as well.
the first time I've beaten.
Shabalov.
Yeah, Benjamin I've beaten before, but rarely. He has a plus score against me.
Right.
Golden, I've many consecutive losses to him. I've never beaten Max. So all these guys, a lot of these guys,
The worst,
never
the
actually
worst
beaten
opponents.
in a tournament game.
Yeah.
All of them. The ironic thing is the only person I did have a plus score. There's only one player in this tournament I had a plus score against. Even Tim Taylor, I lost to him once. I was like 2,200. But I had a plus score against Akopian. I beat him. I beat him in 1999 in the World Open.
And you
He was
lose
at his
to
peak.
him.
He was at his peak. He
and
was
you
at that
lose to him
moment.
in like the
He had
first
just
round.
come back. He had just come back, and
Oh no!
so I had a plus score. I beat him once, but I lost him in this tournament.
Because
The first round I lost to Novikov,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
which was just, maybe I came in overconfident. I was trying to catch him in an opening, and he very, very slyly avoided my trap for him, and he played something that was objectively not very good, but I didn't know it.
Right.
But anyway, that's in the past. It worked out.
You started with half point out of 2 at that
Yeah.
moment. Did
What
you
was I
still
thinking?
think you had chances to still win this tournament?
Yeah, well, I wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't really thinking about winning the tournament. Pretty much at any point in the tournament, that thought came really only today, or maybe at the end of the day yesterday. I didn't, I just wanted to play my best. I mean, look, even if I don't win the tournament,
Right.
even if I just score +1,
Brilliant.
at some level the work is rewarded, right?
Exactly.
I have more.
Of
This is
course.
not the only tournament in my life, right? There's
Right.
more tournaments.
Yeah.
This is the biggest one, but I'm playing in the.
But the
Irwin,
prep,
I'm playing in
but
the
the
US
prep
Open.
may play off somewhere else.
Exactly. So it's not like I'm preparing just for this tournament. Right. This is, of course, the most important one. But always in the back of my mind, if I don't do well in this one, there's others. But I have been training and coming up with some new ways of preparing.
Alex, what catapulted you to victory was your game with Alexander Shabalov. And
Okay,
I'm
that one-
very anxious to
That
ask
one
you
was probably worse.
what
I'm sure,
was
right?
going through
I'm
your
sure
mind.
it was worse, maybe losing,
Of course,
right?
yeah, of course. Your pawn, you developed
How
your
bad was
bishop
it?
to
Was it
E.
totally
Oh, really bad. Bishop
At what
E2.
point?
Oh, we'll show you in a moment.
Okay.
Bishop on E2 and F3.
So this is okay. So
That's
the
this
dragon.
can't be
So
good.
no, but well, this
Bishop
is a
on
book line.
E2 and F3. You can choose.
Oh, and F3, right?
As well.
So the thing, yeah, sometimes they play F3.
So I mean, when you play Bishop E2, I just wanted to say, for me, you're playing the Nottingham variation, and the Nottingham variation
the Alekhine, the
literally
Kinnick
is
thing?
you want to go G4.
Yeah, no, they don't. That doesn't really.
Of course not. But
Yeah,
I thought that
they
was your
refuted
prep
that,
because
like the Fischer Reshevsky game, right?
yeah, because you get here.
Oh, that.
and
No,
you're
I think I messed up the
slightly
move order.
worse.
I'm worse, right? I think I messed up the move order. I mean, one thing about the dragon is, I've always played Bishop E2 and like Knight B the Karpov lining in the dragon, and
with
people
Knight
have
D5,
with,
early Knight
with Knight
D5.
B3 and Bishop G5.
Okay.
And Bishop E2,
Yes.
Knight B.
Right.
And people even made fun of me, like this guy always plays Bishop E2 against the dragon. And Larry, by the way, Larry Christensen, beat me in a critical game in the U.S. Championship in 2000. You were playing in that tournament, 2002, I think.
Okay.
We were tied like for first or maybe or something like that at that moment, and it was like on board 1. And he played the dragon, which he'd never played before.
Because he
And
knew
he
you
got
were
me
going to
into
play
my life.
Bishop E2.
So
and-
for this tournament, I was ready. I actually expected Larry to play the dragon against me. So I had this thing prepared. But unfortunately, it doesn't, like I've never played it before. This is the Bishop E2, Bishop E3 Quiescence queenside is a new trend,
okay.
right? It's been played. It was actually played. There's a game between Arigaisi as black and I think maybe Hare Krishna or somebody, or I forget,
Right.
with white in a recent game, like at Tata Steel, right?
Okay.
Where the guy played D5 and Bishop F3. And so there's some recent things, and I was just cramming the theory.
Yeah.
I was just trying to memorize it, and I'm sure I forgot my theory.
Because we didn't like.
I think that, well, they're
position.
not supposed to do Bishop D7, Rook C8. That's supposed to be too slow. So maybe I'm supposed to play
You're supposed to
Bishop
start with
H6 immediately,
G4
maybe.
instead of H4. That
G4.
makes a big difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure I messed up the moves, and I got a bad
Here,
position,
G4 is
and I was
very
like
good.
kicking myself. But you
Yeah.
just have to continue playing.
Okay, so now at this point, we figured that what you're trying to do is equalize the game.
Oh yeah, I was just hoping to
Like
get out of there
helping
alive,
to get
right?
out of it.
Yeah.
And it all went wrong, and it has
But
gone
C4 was a
wrong.
good move, right?
Yeah, you've been doing your best, but unfortunately...
What's the eval here?
Oh, it's bad. You're really bad.
Was it more than -3 or?
Minus
Well,
2.
here after Rook D4, Bishop F3.
Bishop
is
F3
Yeah, I
just
was surprised he didn't resigns.
Yeah, it's 4 versus 1, dude.
What if I play Rook C7?
What?
Rook C4 takes and Rook C7 is his plan.
Okay.
But King F8 maybe?
Knight C5, Knight E8 or something.
I mean, aren't you just like...
He can play G5, sacrifice a pawn sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're, that is,
I felt pretty bad about that. I was very surprised that he didn't do that
we were stunned.
Yeah.
We were stunned. We
because
thought
he still
that
had
was,
time.
And it,
I think everybody's tired at the end of the
of
tournament. You
course,
have to take that into account.
of course.
Now I thought I was okay.
Even here, it's pleasant for black.
Well, I did the right thing by repeating.
Oh,
right?
you
What
did
I'm supposed
everything
to
right.
Play for a win, right?
Yeah, and probably here something went wrong for black.
Well, he started going
He
with
should
his
repeat.
king, and he
There's
should probably at
nothing
this by now he's probably should just repeat.
Yep.
I thought he would repeat at this
Exactly.
point.
Exactly. But when did you think, because this was the game that brought you ultimately victory, when did you think, we thought King D4, the tide had turned. Did you have that feeling in your mind at this moment?
I don't think I'm thinking in terms of the outcome of the game. I'm just trying to play moves.
Right. And
I mean,
especially
I'm-
after King
first of all, I'm
G4.
playing, even after the previous game, he is still a very difficult opponent for me.
Of course.
So,
for
I was just playing moves. I mean, now I felt like I at least won't lose.
Right.
And now I was very surprised that like he was allowing all this. Was Rook D6 good or
So actually, 95 is a bad move, and now here.
am I worse again or what?
No. It's equal.
Yeah.
King E3 was winning. So here after King F5.
Okay.
King E3. You have this very fun. It's an unusual pattern for a checkmating pattern, right? Knight H6.
Yeah, it's nice.
Ooh, it's
Oh, that would
unusual.
have been good.
That would have been very
Yeah,
good.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay,
yeah,
but I can be forgiven.
But it was King E3 was a winning mode.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then
but so what's wrong with 95 exactly?
King F5.
Yeah, at first I was going to take a C6, but I think
It's
these
still a
pawns
draw.
are too
Right.
fast,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I lose there or
No, it's a draw.
draw, right? Yeah.
But
So Rook
95,
D6, right?
95 and H4 was also
Yeah,
a
that
draw.
I was expecting E5 and H4. I didn't understand why you didn't do that.
H4, you can give Rook F6 check to King.
And then
kick
King
the
G5,
out,
and then can
Rook
I
F8.
play Rook F8? Yeah, to stop
Somehow
his
this
pawn.
is still triple zeros.
Yeah, I was not surprised. Yeah, I was expecting that.
exactly.
I was very surprised. you didn't do
In the
that.
game, however, once you got this position,
Now I thought it was just winning.
and
I mean, the king just stops the pawns.
exactly, yeah.
What's there to do?
And suddenly you were you had draw odds.
Yeah. Well, he was probably psychologically hurt by the fact that he knew that he was better or winning earlier.
Right.
And now he's like has to play for a draw, and it's very difficult to do that.
I noticed that during the first game that was played in the tie breaks, you
Well,
were
that
in the
thing.
no, hold on. That you were in the tournament hall and
Yeah.
you were watching Shabalov.
Well, the reason I was in the
and
tournament
that
was
was a
another place.
great game by
Fantastic game.
wasn't it?
He could
By
have just moved his king at
Shabalov.
the end, right? King
Yeah,
G2
of
to the
course.
one, right? Yeah.
And win the game.
Yeah, it was like those complications in the middle game. He navigated them so brilliantly. Bishop B5, Queen A4.
Agreed.
I was looking, and it's like
This is
he
a really
actually
good
did
game.
Yeah, I was looking, what a game! What a fantastic game! Yeah,
Right. I wanted to get your feedback
no,
on that.
absolutely. I because I saw some of those when I was watching. I saw some of those tactics, and I saw them after he played them for the most part.
Yeah, we had the same
but-
thing.
Yeah, but I guess he was probably. Look, everybody's tired.
Sure.
It's interesting that the three players who are in the playoff are the three youngest players in the tournament. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that,
At the very end, yeah.
right, I think that at this age, youth actually matters more. Like 5 years probably matters a lot, because these guys like Joel, he was in good form, but he just got tired at the end.
Exactly. Alex, I'm going to ask you one final question. I'm going to let
Yeah.
you enjoy your trophy in peace. Your first call. You're going to leave here. You're going to take your trophy with you. And who's your first call to?
Probably my dad
I
or
won.
my mom,
I won.
one of those two.
I won. Alex Fishbein,
I mean,
thank you.
Yeah, he's been. It's not going to take much because my phone is going to be basically. They're going to have these messages. And I don't know what the delay here was, but they probably already know, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
Huge congratulations.
thank you
this
very
is
much.
your trophy.
all right.
Well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And
you, yes, sir.
once again, let's take a look at our final standings as we have our third champion.
Alexander Fishbein takes 2025 U.S. Senior Championship. And let's